All right, we will say, with the continuance of this transmission, how's that for timing? The Thunderbirds are speaking and joining in the energy of this meditative experience. So we and they ask that you now allow yourselves to relax into the flow of the energy of the vortex of Sedona and the Thunderbirds who are joining us this day. All the thunder beings, all of the spirits, all those who inhabit this beautiful portal into unnamed, untold, and infinite dimensions. Allow yourselves to begin to relax, breathing easily and deeply. And as your music rises and your lights begin to shift, allow yourselves to gaze upon the center of the holotope before you, knowing that this is a mirror and a reflection of the multidimensional aspect of your true being. Take a moment to just let go. Let go. Let go and join in the flow. Let yourselves drift upon the currents of creation as you absorb the light and energy of the holotope before you, the reflective mirror of all that is. And you allow all the aspects that it represents and all the symbols to begin to make connections to your consciousness. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and hold it, and hold it. And blow it out, adding to the wind your unique vibration, merging, blending, balancing with one another and with all life upon the earth and all life within the cosmos. Gaze upon the different facets of shifting energy and light and sound, and let it sink in to your neurological net as it rewires the pathways of your brain, your body, as it invigorates and revitalizes, rejuvenates and re-energizes the cellular structure of your being, both in matter and energy and in spirit. As above, so below. And as you continue to breathe, and as your heart continues to beat, allow yourselves with every breath, and allow yourselves with every beat of your heart to go deeper and deeper into this journey, into the deeper mysteries of life, of consciousness, of existence, so that they may reveal themselves to you in perfect synchronicity. Allow yourselves to feel the flow of energy passing through you, surrounding you, immersing you, flowing through every part of your being. And allow yourselves to remember, when you find yourselves in any circumstance or situation, and you are uncertain of what to do, of how to be, or who you are, allow yourself to be reminded that the limitations you have chosen are there to be used in positive and beneficial ways, and that you always come back to center, and with every breath realign and reorient yourself back to center every moment back to zero, to redefine yourselves how you prefer, and to recognize that the guidelines and the parameters and the boundaries and the borders that you have chosen are for you what allows you to experience that precise conduit of information and energy to gain the most intense, the most alive experience you possibly can. To feel life coursing through your veins, so that with every beat of your heart, with every breath, and with every thought, you are rebalanced and realigned and fall perfectly within the guidelines and parameters that serve you best. And as you keep breathing and floating through the sea of energy, through the threads and lines of light that connect you to past, present, and future as you understand them, to the eternal now of all things, you know that you contain all the answers to all the questions that could ever arise within you. For they are always there, always here, always now, always accessible. You are never disconnected, nor can you ever be. You are never out of control, nor can you ever be. Whatever you experience is under your control. Whatever you experience is because of your connection to Source, to all that is, to existence itself. Infinite reflections shine in your eyes. Infinite understandings beat within your heart. Infinite knowledge forms within your mind, and infinite awareness is what your spirit becomes. Allow yourselves to drift and dream on the currents of creation, and allow them to crystallize within you the certainty of your being. For you are here, and you are now, and you are existence itself, the very fabric of creation, the very essence of life, expressing itself in all the ways that it possibly can. You are necessary. You are worthy. You are deserving of joy, love, life, and light just by the very fact of your existence. For there can be no mistake in your existence, and without you, creation would not be complete. Shine forth in your birthright. Shine forth in your lives so that you may be a living example, a shining example of what others can also choose to become. Drift and dream, drift and dream. In the cocoon of the infinite, you are wrapped in loving arms, in a warm embrace of support and unconditional love. It is your essence, it is your nature. Create and craft your lives, for you are the artists and the writers of your stories. Be the story you wish others to read. Be the art you wish others to see. Be the light that guides the way for those who feel lost in the dark. Just be It's all you have to do. It's all you have to do. It's all you have to do. And grace showers down upon you. Deep appreciation and gratitude. And life renewed in everlasting cycles. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Breathe it in and breathe it out. And be refreshed and renewed and grow from the seeds you discover within yourselves today into the beautiful blossoms and the beautiful garden and the beautiful flowers that you are. Drift along the currents now that flow through you of energy as it is given to you. The gifts of life that shower down from creation upon you. Never ending. Never ending. Never ending. Are surrounded by spirit. You are spirit. Come alive within yourselves. Awaken within yourselves. Shine forth from yourselves. Be the flame in the darkness and the crystalline light. Be the eyes of all that is. Sparkling with new possibility, infinite probability. Be yourself. There is no one else to be. It is for you the gift that has been given to be you. To be you. To be you. Allow yourselves now to simply bask in the energy, to float freely and dream, to drift and float along the currents of creation and crystallize all that you have experienced for yourselves within your hearts, your minds, your higher minds, your spirit, your soul. You are cradled within creation. Be the child born again, born anew, that sees life through new eyes. And marvels at the mysteries. Drift and dream. Drift and dream. And awaken within yourself. Our unconditional love to you all, our deep appreciation for you all, and our deepest gratitude with you all. Sweet dreams and welcome home.
The idea is you must allow yourself, your whole self, to participate in this idea of creation of your reality. And you are not a whole self. You are not a whole person unless you allow the physical mind and the higher mind to work in concert. We know many of you have been taught to think that the idea of the higher mind, being that it is non-physical, is somehow not really a part of who you are as a person. It's something else, somewhere else, on another plane, on another level, and has nothing to do with what you're supposed to be doing as a personality in terms of guiding yourself through life. But that is not the case. In order to actually move through physical reality as a whole person, you need the back and forth. You need to work in concert. You need a partnership between physical mind and higher mind so that you can actually function as a whole person and use each component in the way it was designed to be used, so that you can then allow the mechanism of manifestation and the creation of your reality to work in an effortless and aligned way with the idea of the vibration of yourself as a total being. So, the idea of the power of paradox in this manifestation mechanism is also working in the opposite direction. For as you allow yourself to have the intensity of focus on your highest passion, and you allow that energy to build up to a pinpoint, a white-hot pinpoint of concentrational focus and imagery and energy and emotional feeling, bringing it to that fever pitch, and then as you let it go, the idea that is moving in the opposite direction is the issue of concentration and expansion. The idea here is that as you actually concentrate, in a sense, as you bring things down to a pinpoint, you're actually raising the frequency, you're actually expanding the frequency of your energy by focusing it down to such a small focus, small passionate pinpoint. You're actually expanding your energy in a sense, building it up. In that sense, reaching out, letting it expand, because you are now focused solely on your passion, more in alignment with your true core natural self, so your energy will expand. As you let go, in a sense, the energy then collapses back to your physical self. But as it has done so, it is similar to what your physicists call the collapse of the waveform. What this means is, as you focus and as you concentrate, and as you expand and expand and expand your energy bubble, you are containing all probable ways of manifestation that are best for you, that could occur. You're expanding your probability net. And as soon as you then surrender and let it go, and that energy bubble collapses back down to your immediate reality, you are allowing the bubble to then automatically choose the highest probabilities that will actually help you bring the manifestation into your awareness. So this is the paradoxical mechanism, is as you focus, as you concentrate, as you, in a sense, narrow your field of view on the thing that you are most passionate about, you actually expand your bubble of energy probabilities. And as you let it go, as you release, as you surrender, you actually allow the bubble to collapse down to the most likely ways, the paths of least resistance that are there for you to bring the kind of synchronicity into your life that will most likely, most probably allow for that manifestation to occur in the most effortless, most rapid way possible. Do you understand this mechanism?
Yes.
All right. So now, let us move forward into the understanding that in using the power of paradox in this way, in understanding how this mechanism works, the most important factor in this entire process or permission slip is getting a handle on the beliefs themselves that are at play in this mechanism. Because it is only the beliefs, it is only the definitions that will color these mechanisms. These mechanisms work automatically. They are neutral. You don't have to do anything special in a sense to make them work. They work for everyone. They work for everyone the same. Throughout creation, they work for everyone the same. It is just what is built in to the structure and nature of existence itself. Because existence is, in that sense, constantly the fluctuation of the polarities, the fluctuation of the paradoxes. It is constantly coming and going. It is constantly creating and renewing. It is constantly, in that sense, breaking down and building up. That mechanism is built in. It is the breathing in and the breathing out. It is the yin and the yang. It is always there. You don't have to do anything special to make the mechanism work for you. This is not about learning how to work the mechanism. This is about how to allow the mechanism to work in the clearest possible way, in the most aligned way with who you truly are, by clearing out the belief systems and the definitions that have nothing to do with you. The things you have inherited, the things you have had handed down to you, the things that come from other people that are not you. This is this. Right now, this idea of this structure, in understanding how beliefs are structured and thus then how they color your utilization or your ability to recognize the utilization of these mechanisms. Positive beliefs, as you may observe on the diagram, are by definition, in a sense, expansive. You have a positive belief. All beliefs, even positive beliefs, have a mechanism within them that are self-reinforcing, self-perpetuating. They have to, by definition. Otherwise, if they didn't, because beliefs really are ephemeral, if they didn't have a self-reinforcing component, you would not be able to actually have a sustained, perpetuated experiential reality in that belief. You would not be able to see the manifestation of that belief if they didn't constantly perpetuate themselves, because they are constantly being chosen. Second to second to second to second to second to second to second. It may seem as if, it may appear as if in the illusion of space-time, in the illusion you create of continuity in space-time, it may seem as if once you have chosen a belief and it perpetuates itself, it may seem as if it is the exact same belief just rolling along and rolling along and rolling along. But that's not exactly what's happening. The idea of the perpetuation of the belief, the idea of the inertia and the momentum, is simply that the perpetuation mechanism is designed in such a way as to inspire you, shall we say, to continue to choose the same belief again in the next moment. Because in the next moment, it is a whole new reality. You actually have to keep choosing the belief every single nanosecond in order to actually have an experience of ongoing perpetuation. So the idea of the self-perpetuating mechanism in a belief is not that it simply has an automatic momentum that carries it through space-time. It is that it has an automatic perpetuation mechanism that seems to make it, that makes it seem like the thing to keep choosing over and over and over and over and over again. Because as you do that, you are actually creating a new reality, new reality, new reality, new reality, new reality. But if you are, in a sense, buying into the perpetuation mechanism of that belief, positive or negative, then what you're doing is creating a completely new reality every moment that looks very much like the reality you created a moment ago. And as you keep creating similar realities, you thus create the illusion of continuity, that it is the same reality and only changing slightly, instead of understanding that it is a completely different reality that has changed completely except you are making it seem as if it hasn't by simply allowing yourself to buy into the rationale of the perpetuation mechanism that says that that belief must be recreated again and again and again and again and again and again and again.